What's going on, everybody? Sean Ross here, and welcome back, guys, to the final 3 chapters of the manga for Tokyo Ghoul Re. Uno, dos, tres. That is sinking in right now, and I still even can't believe that this series that I've been following for such a long time is coming to an end very, very soon. And we still haven't gotten an announcement of a spin-off or a continuation, so as of right now, these are the final 3 chapters. And then once I get done reading chapter 177, we're only going to have 2 chapters left. That is insane, but as the saying goes, all good things eventually must come to an end. But I'm excited to dive into chapter 177. The title of this chapter is called Outcome. And last chapter, we basically saw Furuta, our main antagonist of this series, bite the dust. He is dead. I think we all can agree upon that. But then Kaneki set out to find the nucleus of the oviduct, the one that's producing the RC poison. And I think we all are speculating that Kaneki is going to get to the center and then Rize is going to be there. That's what I'm suspecting. That's what I'm hoping for. But we won't know unless we dive into this chapter. But before we do, guys, I picked this up yesterday. Volume 5 of Tokyo Ghoul Re came out, and I actually have not had a chance to read this yet, but I'm excited to because this is the Tsukiyama raid arc. When Heise goes up against Tsukiyama, when Furuta gets revealed that he was evil this whole time, and then at the very end, Eto appears, and then just insanity ensues. So after I get done reading this chapter, I will be reading this later, so I'm going to have a lot of fun with that. But without further ado, guys, let's dive into chapter 177, entitled Outcome. Okay, so I'm on the first page. If, let's say, you were to write a story with me as the main character, we're going back to chapter 1 with this. We are coming full circle. I mentioned this in my last chapter review that it's very ironic that we started with Kaneki and Rize. Just with that dialogue alone, I know we're going to see Rize. That is crazy. I love that Ishida brought this back. That is crazy. If, let's say, you were to write a story with me as the main character and we just see Kaneki just standing there with his blade Kagene's at the ready, just amongst this mountain of Kagane. Outcome 177. And the story is ever spun on. It would certainly be a tragedy. Oh, I'm getting flashbacks, just going all the way to the beginning of the series. Ishida, I love you for this. What a great bookend if this is in fact the final 3 chapters. Okay, that's only the first page. Let's get into this. No, everyone's the same. In fact, he's the main character of his novel, and she's the main character of her movie. And we just have these Kagenes just with mouths everywhere. Look at them. That one has hair on it. That one has hair. Okay, that is nightmare fuel. That is awesome. All those that walk this earth are the main characters of their own tragedies. Ain't that the truth? Oh man, so he's expanding upon, what Kaneki said back in chapter 1, saying, Kaneki was the main character of the story. It would certainly be a tragedy, but basically everyone who's living their life is a main character of their own story in some way. So I like that got expanded upon, basically saying no, Kaneki is the main character of his story, and then Rize is the main character in her movie. Basically, their own stories just colliding with each other. That's awesome. I love that Ishida is calling back all the way to then, all the way back in chapter 1. And then next page, all steal, and from all something is stolen. How do these things have hair on them? That's what I want to know. These tentacle Kagenes with mouths have hair on them. Basically, Rize hair. And Kaneki is just staring back at these. He's staring into the eyes of this monstrosity of dragon. And he's showing no fear. Oh, I love this. Kaneki is looking like a badass right now. He's like, I just dealt with Furuta. I can deal with anything else. And he's just, being like a badass, just staring on, getting ready to move forward through these Kagenes. We can't help it. That's who we are. And he closes his eyes. Rize. It looks like dinosaurs, like long necks, just all around Kaneki right here. And so they're attacking him, and he's cutting through them with his upgraded bladed Kagane that he got from Dragon. Steal and be stolen. Oh, man. I do have to say, like, the art, just with the Kagane monsters and the way Kaneki looks really good this chapter. Like, really good. I like the way that it's overall drawn, and it's designed really cool. Okay. Oh my god. So that right there looks like Eto's taxidermied owl form, but it's another Kagane shape. So now this is moving in to attack Kaneki after all of the tentacles got dealt with. So, imprison and be imprisoned. And Kaneki's just, you know, cutting through these like butter. Tried to grab him, but he's like, hell no, you ain't getting me. Another tentacle mouth coming in. I think this is from the same form, coming in to eat Kaneki. Follow and be followed. And so Kaneki did get caught in the mouth. He's bleeding a little bit, but he's looking back at this thing, and then he's just launching his Kagane outwards. And he's gonna cut through this thing. He has to. Yeah. So he cut his way out of the mouth. Do and be done unto. So we're just having a giant narration throughout this final fight right here. Affirm and negate over and over. We fight ceaselessly to save ourselves from loss. And yet, and here he is. He's at the nucleus right now. He just got to the giant like stature, the tower, with like the fingers kind of like coming out of it, and he's about to land. Okay, we're about to see Rize. Oh, Kaneki just got caught by it? Is that what that was? Was it like a mouth? Because half of his body is now being devoured by this thing. The people and places we love will one day surely be lost. We all will surely be forgotten. And Kaneki's face right there. He's pushing through the pain right now, but the way that is drawn with the blood coming out of his mouth, just the whites of his eyes. Oh man, that looks awesome. That looks so good. That looks really good. And we just have more Kaganes and arms just coming towards Kaneki. Life is sad. Empty. And we just have an arm stretching out as these things come in closer for Kaneki. Oh my god. Look at this. This is straight nightmare fuel. Just like the environment and everything. Kaneki being half devoured. They're closing in closer and closer and closer. Wait a minute. So Teeth just got something right there. We just have this giant panel of teeth. And then we have a double spread page right after that. Oh, Kaneki looks so angelic right there. He looks like a ghoul angel. And he just bursts forward with all of this energy. Despite knowing we will one day be bereft. Despite knowing we will one day disappear. We still strive in wretched ways. We still wish to be beautiful. Wow, Kaneki does look beautiful in that side panel right there. He has wings coming out of his back with his Kagane. Kind of almost reminding me of Toka back during like the early parts of Tokyo Ghoul. I mean, she's had both her wings now, but also just with that piece of dialogue saying like we all strive to be beautiful. That brings me back to the Tsukiyama arc when they went to go save Kimi with Nishiki and Toka and Kaneki going up against Tsukiyama and then having Kimi say to Toka, "You look beautiful." Like that's what that reminds me of. But damn, this double spread page looks awesome. The art, like I just stated, is really good this chapter. And we have another double spread page. Ishida's been doing a lot of double spread pages these past couple chapters. And I consider which one. I choose this one. Forever choosing, forever being chosen. Oh my god, and that's Rize right there. You can just tell the ghostly white figure of Rize. But But I'm still curious though, is this the real Rize? Is this a clone created by Dragon? Or did Furuta, you know, bring about Dragon to resurrect the beyond repair body of the real Rize? Like, I still have a lot of questions about that. But yeah, Kaneki has come to the nucleus, the center of this oviduct, and now we just have Rize at the center. And I think Kaneki has like a Quinque or something. Or his Kagane that he made into a Quinque that he fought with Furuta. Okay, that's what that's from. Nothing more. Forgive me, Rize. Nothing less. I must kill you. Wow. Just the facial expressions on this double spread page look amazing as well. Kaneki looks great on the right side, but Rize, she looks like some demonic goddess. And she almost has the same markings on her face that Kaneki does, although Kaneki kind of has them coming down from his eyes, where Rize has them going across her cheeks. But she has like this halo, horn, thorn crown going like around her head, it looks like, on the outside. But yeah, that's the dragon-formed Rize right there. But Kaneki right here saying, please forgive me, Rize, but I must kill you. I have to kill you in order to save everyone else. Damn. I am definitely going to be rereading this chapter after this. And then we just have another double spread page. Thank you. The person who made me me. So we just have this splatter page. Did Kaneki just do it? Did he just kill Rize? I mean, considering we only have, what, 2 chapters left now? That could definitely be the case. He most likely just killed Rize. What does it say right here? End 177. We're finally at the last 2 chapters. Okay, so 2 chapters left. I loved how beautifully constructed this chapter was. I love the narration. No dialogue coming from Kaneki, besides the fact that he is rushing through this nightmare environment to get through to the center. And we just have the narration going all the way back to chapter 1, when Kaneki said, if you were to base my life and write it into a book and make me the main character, my life would most certainly be a tragedy. And then we expanded upon that. And the way that Ishida did that, I honestly love this chapter. Like, it was just beautifully crafted, constructed. The art looked great in this chapter. We got a lot of double spread pages. Wow. And it went by really quick, too, just with the resolution, if this is indicating that Kaneki did, in fact, kill Rize. But that just also goes to emphasize the resolve that Kaneki has made ever since coming out of Dragon and having that final conversation with Rize in that dreamlike state. He didn't hesitate at all to take Rize out. He simply got there, you know, went through hell and back, went through a lot of tragedy, but once he stood there looking face to face with the woman that started him on this journey, he simply just stated, sorry, Rize, but I have to kill you now. And then we have the splatter page. That right there is great. But now I am very curious, with this kind of being resolved in a way, what are we going to get for our final 2 chapters in this series? Still have so many questions, wondering if we are still going to get a satisfying conclusion. But guys, that is my live reaction to this chapter. 2 chapters left until the ending of this series. But now I really want to hear your guys' thoughts on this latest chapter on 177. What were your positives? What were your negatives? What did you like about this chapter? And what didn't you like about this chapter? Because I can also see some people maybe being disappointed by this, but for me, beautifully crafted. So my review for this chapter will be out later tomorrow. It's probably going to be a very simple review because this was a simple chapter, but it was constructed so well. So until next time, guys, I'll talk to you guys later. 2 chapters left. Can't believe it.